You're watching Inside Boston, winner of the Fox News College Challenge for Best News Story.
Hungry for a culinary adventure that won't break the bank? Inside Boston's own Megan Pete tells us about a new restaurant in Cambridge that could suit your appetite.
If you're looking to sample fine cuisine on a college student's budget, look no further than Technique, the restaurant run by Boston's premier culinary school, Le Cordon Bleu. Located on 1st Street in Cambridge, Technique gives culinary students a chance to get experience in a real restaurant setting.
For most of these students, it's their first time ever cooking for the public. There's a lot more of a methodical approach to the cooking, the explanation, the techniques that go into everything.
But these students are not just beginning cooks. By the time they begin work in Technique, they've completed over a year of culinary training.
Technique kind of represents the culmination of everything they've, been force-fed into their brain in the last year.
It's actually the first restaurant run by a student here in Massachusetts, and it's really, really nice. The food is unbelievable.
And cheap. This lobster and mussel entree goes for only $19.95. But it's not just the price that draws people to Technique. You'll be hard-pressed to find cooks more passionate about their food.
You're having people cook for you that live and breathe this stuff right now and think about it all the time. So there's a lot of passion that goes into it and a lot of excitement.
And we will put our heart and soul into it, definitely that, because we wouldn't want somebody giving us something that they wouldn't eat. So we're definitely going to put our heart into it.
So, what can you expect walking through the doors of Technique?
Great seasonal local food, prepared with an extreme amount of care and attention by a group of people, students I'm talking about, who are probably at the peak of their culinary excitement.
So, if you're looking for good food at a great price, Technique is the place to go. For Inside Boston, I'm Megan Pete.
Technique is open Monday through Friday for lunch 11:30 to 1 and for dinner from 5 to 7:30.
At the end of every semester, BU students are always pulling all-nighters. Recently, students at Liquid Fun were up too, but not to study. Inside Boston's Eric Leist has a story.
Thanks, Justin. Well, I'm coming to you from the College of Arts and Sciences, the home of Liquid Fun. Right now, the group is on hour 24 of their 28-hour marathon and still going strong.
And I sold that for some magic jelly beans. Now who's the fool?
The members of Boston University's Liquid Fun are neither actors nor comedians, but they gladly dive into their own category of improv comedy.
I have no theatrical background. I'm a philosophy major. I don't do any acting. I don't really do theater. But it comes down to taste and knowing what it is that works to make scenes funny.
But improv comedy isn't just fun and games. There are some very strict rules.
Well, the first rule is, like you mentioned before, no negging, no saying no. You always have to say yes and add something. And the second most important rule is make the people up there look good. And so as long as you can sort of keep rolling with the flow and make everybody up there look really funny, you're in good shape.
Don't over-talk, don't disagree. And then once you learn the rules, you can break all of them.
Tinfoil.
Tinfoil.
See?
In practice and in performance, the students are exercising creativity, problem solving, and the ability to think fast.
I have been in the group for 2 years. I had never done improv before, and I want to go to law school. And it's one of those things where after what's now going to be 2 years of having done improv, I know that I think faster on my feet. It's a lot to exercise the part of your brain that needs to make snap judgments and really quick decisions and not just say nonsense, and that's what we do for fun. But
every week, that's so weird, right? Oh my God, my whole life has been a lie.
Liquid Fun is a non-audition group. They practice Sunday and Thursday nights. For Inside Boston, I'm Eric Leist.
Watch out, Improv Asylum. There are BU students vying for your audiences. For more information, visit people.bu.edu/liquidfn.
Do you run on coffee? Many of us do, but did you know that your morning pick-me-up could be having a global impact? Depending on where you get that cup of joe, you could be helping make the world a better place. Grant Mackay explains how.
The Equal Exchange Cafe, located between the North End and Charleston, is trying to promote a new type of social awareness within the city. Equal Exchange is headquartered in Bridgewater and is the oldest and largest fair trade coffee company in the United States. Fair trade means coffee growers are treated fairly. In February, it opened its first retail coffee shop in Boston to promote fair labor practices.
Equal Exchange started over 23 years ago in Boston on Albany Street, and it was the first fair trade coffee company in the United States. And the main goal was really raising awareness about how people are treated in every aspect of the supply chain.
Equal Exchange says its mission is to build relationships between consumers and producers while maintaining environmentally sustainable practices and ensuring workers are not exploited. Sandy North is the Fair Trade Boston campaign director for Transfair USA, one of the main U.S. certifiers. She says that fair trade is a set of principles which certify that providers are meeting standards of fair labor practices.
Most of fair trade goods are produced by worker-owned collectives, which really is empowering to people who've worked in very almost slave labor conditioned plantations before this, or trying to move away and create a sustainable model for worker-owned businesses in the developing world.
Equal Exchange is one of many fair trade providers that have relationships with co-ops producing cocoa, fruits, coffee, and nuts, and they aim to promote fair trade options among consumers.
I think now is a really important time when I think people are starting to take a better look at where their products come from.
But besides promoting fair labor practices, Equal Exchange hopes to stand out from many other independent coffee shops in Boston.
It goes back to a really simple, basic concept, which is a coffee shop, getting people talking again, getting people engaged, and also through our practices, showing people that there's a model for thinking about trade and where your products come from.
For more on fair trade certification, visit Transfair USA's website at transfairusa.org. Or for more on Equal Exchange, visit equalexchange.coop. Reporting for Inside Boston, I'm Grant Mackay.
You can find the Equal Exchange Cafe a couple of blocks northwest of North Station on Causeway Street, next to the TD Bank North Garden.
Looking to go on a cruise but can't quite afford the Bahamas? We'll tell you about one cruise from Boston that will leave you having a whale of a time.
And coming up, the circus is in town again. Our own Michaela McDonald will take us for a look into the Big Apple Circus's unique performance. Stay tuned.